everyone, and welcome to this walkthrough for the Club Oceania Tournament. I'm going to go through as normal, I'm going to go through how the tournament structure works in the game of Golf Clash, giving you some pointers, also talking about the hole, talking about the tiebreakers, like basically everything. And for you that are new in the game of Golf Clash and maybe haven't played a tournament before, or just have played a couple of them and still have a lot of questions, please make a question in the comment section down below, and do not forget to hit that subscribe button on the channel for daily content here from us in Team Tommy. First, I want to say, like, we had a competition the last tournament, and that competition is over. I had 25 birdies in total, which was a little bit too much in my opinion. A little bit disappointed about that, but in the end it is what it is. There were 9 players and persons that did guess 25 birdies, and 5 of them will win 1200 gems. We're going to have a draw out of those 5 people that is going to be out either on a live stream or a video on Saturday, which is going to be Saturday the 4th of August. So have that in mind. I will list the 9 people in the video description down below that has guessed the right one, but make sure to be there for the video on Saturday. But we're going to have another competition again. We're going to have the same type of competition that we had the last time. So 5 winners will win 1200 gems. You need to guess how many birdies I will get in the tournament for my main account. My main account is played in Master. I do have basically every single club maxed out for you to have as knowing. So as you will be able to see here, this is basically the clubs that I'm going to play with. So as you can see, I do have the maxed out clubs. Guess how many birdies I will get in the Club Oceania Tournament, and you will potentially win 1200 gems. If you are alone as a winner, you have the only guess, you will win 5000 gems. All players that are Patreons, that have a package on patreon.com/golf-tommy will get 2 guesses. So, okay, let's go to talk about the Club Oceania Tournament then. So we're going to start off by saying we're going to have 3 qualifying rounds. And the tournament always starts on a Monday. So this tournament starts on Monday the 6th of August. We're just going to start with a Q1, as you can see on the screen there. Qualifier has 20 people in the same bracket. Top 50% of those players will go through to the next round. If you do miss qualify on the first day, then you will get a new attempt on qualifier day number 2. And then if you don't qualify on Tuesday, which is qualifier day 2, then you will be having a chance on Wednesday for qualifier day number 3. If you do not qualify for any of the days, then you will be out of the tournament. If you do qualify on any of the days, then you go through to the opening round, which is played over a 48-hour period. So on Thursday and Friday, when it comes to at least Central European time. And then when it comes to that part, then you do have 100 players in that bracket. Top 50 goes through to the weekend round. If you go through to the weekend round, you will be guaranteed a prize test. You get only 1 chance to go through from the opening round, so no second chances that you get in the qualifying round. So, as I was mentioning, there are 3 rounds to play, each with a limited number of holes to play. Qualifying round does have 9 holes, and these are the holes that you have been seeing in the community and stuff like that. It's those 9 holes. In the opening round, we play 18 holes. Does that mean we have 18 different holes? No. We are going to have the same 9 holes for the front 9 as we're going to have for the back 9. The same in weekend round, as we're going to have 18 holes there as well. Scoring is based on shots taken. The fewer shots you complete your matches in, the higher you will rank. So in the example here, Tiffany has a -6 of the 9 holes. Seb is having a -5 of the 9 hole, which means that Tiffany is going to be winning that bracket. Then, of course, when it comes to what happens if you have the same type of score as your opponent, that is something that we're going to talk about in the end, which is called a tiebreaker, which is very, very important, especially that could cost you 10 position and can gain you 10 position as well if you do have a good tiebreaker. Shootouts in the tournament does not count towards your score. So if you have seen any of my streams in the tournament and maybe wonder why do I forfeit the shootouts, the reason I do that is to get a more steady flow. I want to focus on the tournament holes, and I really don't care about the coins or the win percentage in the tournament play. But again, if you don't want to lose coins, take it seriously and play the shootouts. Prizes. Win prizes of chess, coins and balls. Prizes are awarded to players who reach the weekend round. Enter a high level to win the biggest prizes. That kind of makes, that is logic, of course. The higher division you play, the better prize you will get. I'm going to take a look at the prizes, and important to say again is that everyone that reached the weekend round will get a chest. No matter if it's you finished last in the weekend round or you finished on top, you will get a prize chest. Of course, the higher the better. Going to start with Rookie Division. In Rookie Division, everyone that has all players, depending, doesn't matter which type of weekly league you're playing in, if it is Master, Expert, Pro and Rookie, you're going to be able to play in Rookie if you want to. But in Rookie it costs you 10,000 in entry fee. The fee per game is 1,000, winnings per game is 2,000. And here you can see the prices. We can scroll down and you will be able to see it's top 100. That will get that. Then you maybe wonder, like, is there only 100 players that are going to play the weekend round? No, it's thousands of players that are going to play the weekend round, but every bracket has a limit of 100 players. So even though you are in a bracket with 100 people, there will be a bunch of other brackets that will have the same type of structure. Pro, for those players that do play in a weekly league of Master, Expert or Pro, is going to be able to play in Pro if they want to. Entry fee is 100,000, fee per game is 10,000, winnings per game is 20,000. Here you can see the prices gets bigger than in Rookie, more balls, more coins, more cards, and that is of course important to have in mind. The balls is very much important when it comes to the tournament in general. A better price gives you more balls, and therefore you can play better in the regular tour play, or at least give yourself a bit of advantage against your opponents. So we're going to go to Expert, and everyone that do have a Master, that you play in Master or Expert weekly league will be able to opt in Expert. And entry fee is 1 million. Fee per game is 10,000, winnings per game is 20,000. Here the price is getting ridiculously good. Look at this first price set with 200 Kingmakers, 100 Titans, of course a lovely gold banner, and then 450 cards of common, 150 rare, 150 epic ones, and all of that will be added to the weekly league bonus that you do have. Last but not least, we do have Master, and Master, as you can see, we do have entry fee of 10 million, fee per game is 1 million, winnings per game is 2 million, and now it's getting even more ridiculous when it comes to the price chest. It's 250 Kingmakers, 125 Berserkers. And for those that don't know about a Berserker, Berserker is a ball with a power 5 ball. So a power 5 ball will help you big time, especially in some holes where you need to drive far and with some tailwind. It could be some funny balls as well to play with at some point in regulatory play as well. So 300 million and a bunch of cards, a bunch of balls, like everything that you want to. And of course in Master, the best players in the world do play on that level. So it's going to be very, very tough. Most of the times it is like 8 or 9 weekly league brackets compared to Expert, which is yeah, there is a lot. Then there's not that many players in Master. So here you do have all the levels here for the tournament. And we're going to go into the help desk here. And the reason we're going to go into the help desk is that we're going to take a look at the tiebreaker. So first, we're going to go to Club Oceania Tournament. As you will see, it starts Monday, 6th of August. Here you can see the prices. And here you do have the holes. So if you want to check out the holes for the tournament, check here. The holes are a mix from holes of Name Cliffs that you can find on tour number 5 and tour number 10. Tour number 5 for Rookie, tour number 10 for Pro and Expert. This Gokashu Bay, which you only can find on tour number 8, Asia Pacific Pro. And then you do have the Oasis as well, which you can find on tour number 4 and tour number 9. Tour number 4 for Rookie and tour number 9 for Pro, which is Pro and Expert, which is 6-star hotel. For Master, you will not be able to find any of the holes, as there is no tour that allows you to play from the 3rd tee. So, and if you want to check out the whole guides for the hole, you can see every one of them on the playlist here on the channel. And in the video description down below, I have direct link to the playlist, so you can just jump in there and check it out. So, we go back from tournament, and then we go down to what happens if I have the same score as someone else in my tournament. Then we come to the tiebreaker. I'm going to go through a bit quick, like the qualification round, the opening round, and the weekend round. We start off with qualification round, and now have in mind, like, it all only applies if I'm having the same type of score as my opponent. So if I have a -10 and my opponent is having a -10, then the tiebreaker coming to decide who is going to be the winner of those two players. Rule number 1, number of completed tournament matches. The more matches completed during the qualification, the better. So if I complete 9 games and you complete 8 games, we have the same type of score, then I will be on top because I've completed 1 more game than you. Rule number 2, number of impressive scores. We will compare the number of albatrosses and eagles, then birdies, then pars that everyone scored in the qualification round. So, and that in many of the qualification rounds, that is most of the times the same. And that is something that will potentially put more players through, because if the player on the 10th position in the bracket has the same tiebreaker as you, that you maybe are in 11th position, then you will go through to the opening round as well, as you will share the position as the player on top of you. Opening round, then we do have 2 more rules, and the first rule is the one to be most focused about, and that is the qualifying round scores will be compared, lower the better. So if you do have a -20 in the opening round and you do have a -10 in the qualifying round, your opponent has a -20 in the opening round but has a -9 in the qualifying round, then you will be on top of that bracket because you have a better score in the qualifying round. Then you do have rule 2, number of completed tournament matches. Rule 3 is number of impressive score for opening round, and rule 4 is number of impressive score for the qualifying round. So if it goes that far, then it's just unlucky if you're going to miss out just because of that. But the qualifying round scores will be compared, lower the better. That is the thing to focus on. And that is the same for the weekend round. The first 2 rules, as we're going to have 6 rules now, the first 2 rules is the most important ones, and also the 2 ones that do decide, I would say, like 95% of the tiebreaker situation. Without having any stats of it, I would say it must be something like that. Rule 1, opening round scores will be compared, lower the better. We take it again. In the weekend round we play a -25. Our opponent is playing a -25. We do have a -20 in the opening round. Our opponent have a -19 in the opening round. And then it doesn't matter what we have in the qualifying round, because we have a better score in the opening round, which means that we will be on top of the weekend round bracket. If having the same score in the opening round as well, like -20 both of us, -25 in the weekend round both of us, then we check the qualifying round as the rule number 2. So if I have -10 there, my opponent has a -9, I will be on top of that bracket as a winner. Rule number 3 is number of completed tournament matches. The more matches completed during the tournament, the better. If you haven't completed all the games in general, then I feel a bit sorry for you, of course, but that is the whole thing with the game, to play the tournament structure, so I don't pay that much attention to that one. Rule 4, 5, 6 is number of impressive scores, and that applies first when it comes to the weekend round for rule 4, opening round for rule 5, and qualifying for rule 6. The players that are still tied after these rules will share the position and will receive the same prize. But it will take a lot for players to have the same tiebreaker all the way through, like 6 rules. So if that happens, then it's very, very fortunate, of course, but also a bit unlucky if you're going to lose for tiebreaker number 5 or number 6, you know. So everyone, thanks a lot for watching this walkthrough of the Club Oceania Tournament. Again, we can take it. Don't forget to vote or like guess in the comment section. I'm going to try to go with this type of competition every single tournament, if it allows us to do so. Also, the winners will be drawn out on Saturday the 4th of August, so don't think that I missed that about that. If you have any tournament related question, please make a comment in the comment section below, and check out the playlist for more info about the tournament. And in the end, I want to wish you the best of luck in the Club Oceania Tournament.